Paging Aaron Donovan. Aaron Donovan to the front, please. She's hugging. We got a good crowd here tonight at South Side Garage. I paused because we've got South Coast Pizza over here on the table. Dave's got an iPhone with, he's taking money. What are we charging tonight, Dave? $3 a slice. What a deal. Talk to him at the end of the meeting. It gets cheaper. That's our sales pitch for the evening. So everybody on the internet, welcome. I'll adjust the camera so you can sort of see some of the crowd here tonight. Marcy is moving. I'm just going to continue to follow Marcy. Welcome. I am Matthew Kellogg. I'm the executive director for the Appalachian Mountain Bike Club. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Aaron Donovan is with me tonight, our board president. Shmeez just showed up. Welcome to the meeting, Dan. Marcy, Mary Beth, can you put that in the notes? Dan's here. Thank you. I'm going to reach across and get the agenda here, which I did all the housekeeping stuff is done. Tip your bartender at the end, by the way. That's always nice to do. Aaron, I'm going to hand the mic over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, trail reports. Anybody have anything interesting? Anybody been traveling? What's going on? No one's been anywhere? Really?
That's false.
Come on.
I need a full report from the Czech Republic.
Come on. Here we go.
Yeah, hop on the mic here. Don't be shy.
I will start by saying the Czech Republic no longer has any Pilsners left because I think our crew drank all of them while we were there. No, we had a great trip. It's the third time that some of us had been with these guys. Czech Mountain Bike Holidays. They picked us up, gave us a good tour of basically two different zones. We stayed in two places, had different rides every day. Got to see some cultural stuff, got to see some really cool trails. My favorite was some of the technical features they built at Rakletsi Stetsky. Jan, I'm sorry, I probably butchered that if you see this. But pretty cool. And Tony's got the hat. It was a cool place, had a good trail centers. It's always cool to see what they do over there with the way they have their ride centers designated and the ways the trails are laid out and kind of comparing to the things that we have here. So I think there's things to learn, and I think there's also things that we do better here. So it's pretty cool. We had good crew. Would anybody else from the trip like to talk that's here? I would highly recommend, if you're interested in it, let us know. It's fairly affordable, really cool scenery. You can't miss it.
It's a big time you should go.
Courtney just said it's a big time you should go. I will echo those sentiments. I've been lucky enough to be with Czech Mountain Bike Holidays on 2 different trips. I can't say enough about it. It's a phenomenal place. The landscape is very similar to East Tennessee, honestly, as far as rolling hills are concerned. Lots of great soils, good rock features too. Go check it out if you can.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 stars, definitely. You might get an e-bike if you're not a good climber. Just saying.
I rode the new Gateway Trails this past weekend over in Old Fort.
Well, come on.
Oh, yeah, let's
you
hear
don't.
about it.
Come on. Don't be shy. Show up on your shirt.
We should be sure.
Rode the new Gateway Trails over in Old Fort this past weekend. It's only the greens and blues are open right now, about 8 to 10 miles. Of course, it's uphill both ways, as typical of Pisgah, but good stuff, and it's a lot of potential. So yeah.
Awesome. We're glad you're back. Thanks for coming back. All right, Knox bike racing season has ended. It ended last Wednesday at Baker Creek. How many of you folks raced this year? Yes. How'd you guys do? Good?
Yeah, how
We
did
got a couple?
turn out in that?
Oh my God. Way faster than me.
Okay. That's not saying
It was
much.
great. That one series was super fun. Like, it just like runs the gamut of people participating. Great time.
Did you have fun doing it? Congratulations. Good job. All right. And you live to see it. First-
Not your last one. Okay, not the last. But
All right. And then if you guys see trees and brush issues, please email trails@ambcknox.org. Send a picture, and if you can, try and send exactly where you are. Just saying that you're on a trail doesn't really help the team. So, I mean, it helps them a little bit. But if you can... They don't like walking around in the woods for 2 hours looking for it, but we appreciate your volunteering, sir. All right, we have a stand-in for Dave Oh, I gotta laugh. Thanks, buddy. He's not laughing at me. He is. I have that effect. So, where's Tom?
Right here.
Oh.
Right there. It's behind.
Filling in for Dave Stanley. Tom is going to give us a weather report. Your shirt is actually a weather report.
A real quick weather report, because I'm probably not as funny as Dave Stanley. August has been hot. It's been dry. It's not been as hot, though, as the recent engagement. Can we have a round of applause for Madeline and Keith? Come on. I like how we got a little separate distance here. Y'all behaving yourself now that you're engaged, separate houses and stuff. I like that, keep it clean. The next week is going to be great. We're not getting 90s except for one day, and it's going to be low 90s. Going to be dry. We still get occasional rain. Do not ride trails when they are wet. That is never good. We're going to get to September soon. October, it'll be cool. And just think about that. If you don't live in South Knoxville, you should. Wake up in the morning sometimes. We're actually in the 60s. You can walk outside, feel a little humidity from the river, but it's really nice. The weather is going to be fall soon. Enjoy.
Thank you, Tom. On that weather report, Tom mentioned not riding wet trails. Dave Williams updates the trail conditions daily. So that is 100% Dave Williams' job at this point. Woo! Thank you, Dave, for your honest and conservative opinion of the trails. Sometimes you might disagree with Dave, and that's okay. We're protecting the trails that we all help dig.
Just don't let me know.
Yeah, just don't tell Dave. So tell me, not Dave. But another way, actually, I'm gonna talk about event recap. So hasty celebration. A few weeks ago, we celebrated with the city. Tommy Smith is around here somewhere. Part of the city. To basically celebrate the fact that the 27 acres that us as a group purchased and gave to the city now has 4 trails on it. And so we cut the construction tape on that project, and it was great to have some folks out and some media out to celebrate that. All those trails are on Trail Forks at this point. Other news, I know we've had a number of different events happening out and about on the trails. We've got Little Bellas that's started up for the year. AYC is doing practices every Sunday over at Baker, is that right? No, that is incorrect.
Every Sunday that we don't have a race,
Okay.
we will be having
Every Sunday that there is no race.
one practice a week or a month rather.
Hmm.
We have a lot of races.
Gotcha.
But,
Best way to plug in the calendar at AYC or ayc.ambcnox.org. Mary Beth is going to throw the link up. She's got it right there in front of her. She's working hard for it, actually. Joyride South Loop. Madeline, you want to tell us about that one? Was it any fun?
Well, I had a really good time. Hopefully everyone else did too. And so we had some participants. We had about 30 women ride the South Loop, and I think the majority of them, it was their first time ever. We've been working all summer on doing different parts of the South Loop and trying to build their confidence and skills and just explore different parts of South Knoxville. And then we put it all together this Sunday, and they did amazing, and now they can say they've ridden the South Loop. So, yeah, they did awesome. So, be on the lookout for more events from Joyride. We're going to have some more fun rides, and summer 2023, get ready.
And also want to thank Harper's Bike Shop, right? They supported you guys with lunch out on the trail, and also Littman Brothers for tasty beverages before, during, and after. You guys took advantage of the quarry, right?
Yeah, we swam in the quarry.
Swam in the quarry afterwards. Very good.
And Purpose did pre-ride bike checks.
Oh, yeah, great. They had to stand up doing pre-ride checks. Fantastic. So next up, trail maintenance. I'm going to do a recap for you, Dave. We still have a few areas that we could use some assistance with brush cutting on. I would say that in general, the trails are in pretty fantastic shape, But there are some areas. I know we did a little bush hogging at Forks last week, but certainly a couple of areas that could use some help. I want to thank not only Adrian, but also Ryan for putting in a lot of time over at Devil's Racetrack in the last couple of weeks. And tons of work has been going on. So thanks for going out to everybody doing work during the weekdays. I know now that Tony's back in town, he's probably cracking the whip on Dave at Concord. So Concord's getting in ship shape, I'm sure. Then also I wanted to welcome Mateo to the team. Mateo is our AmeriCorps employee that AMBC. Basically, we've got Mateo for almost a year at this point, which is awesome. So Mateo is working side by side with Dave Williams most days of the week. So you'll see the two of them out and about on the trails doing miscellaneous things. Started work last week working with Val over at IC King. Yeah, indeed. So that's sort of in the news category. Indeed, we've got new trail that Val Naylor just wrapped up over at IC King. So fresh that I haven't gotten it uploaded to Trail Forks. But basically, it's a connector that gets you from the dog park parking lot over towards the bridge at this point. And so it's sort of a blue connection, narrow single track. Good time over there. Dave's already planted some posts, so it's got some signage, some temporary signage over there. But like I say, we will continue to be working at IC King throughout the fall. Randy Connor's going to be doing a project for us. Val will be back in the month of October. The month of October, she'll be back. If anybody has any housing, what's that? We love Val. If anybody has any housing that they'd like to donate, please Ryan, you just raised your hand. That's fantastic. That might be a great option for us. We're usually super lucky to be able to utilize different members, either guest apartments or other housing opportunities. Val just spent the last month at Kevin Zirkle's house because he's in Montana. And so thanks to Zirkle for allowing Val to stay at your house. It's a way for us to keep trail costs down. And it certainly has worked over the years. Ways to plug in. We've got a number of events coming up at the tail end of this month and next month. So this Sunday is Sunday Senders over at Baker Creek. So that is sponsored by a number of folks, including Harper's Bike Shop yet again. Knox Brew Tours provides the actual shuttle up the hill. Alex with Knoxville Adventure Tours also helps with the logistics on that. And, of course, AMBC is involved. We've got our trailer over there, and Mayor, that's going to throw a sign up. If you want to, you can go ahead and sign the waiver early online and just show up Sunday. That is from 10 until 2. Is that correct, Dave? 10 to 2 this Sunday. Yeah, there's already a link on the event for that sign up. As well, August 30th, next Tuesday, is another Big Fun Tuesday. We kind of got off schedule, totally off kilter with Big Fun Tuesdays because of all the rain delays. And so last Tuesday sort of had a thrown together one, which was well attended. I saw a lot of faces out there before I went to bed at 7. But come out on the 30th, and they'll have a band, they'll have food, and a quarry to swim in. So all good things to enjoy. And then we're firing back up work days. September 24th is our first work day of the real winter season, if you can call it that already. So we're going to be celebrating National Public Lands Day. And so we do that each year. That's not a COVID year with TVA. And so we'll be up at Lewiston. Speaking of TVA, we now have a new TVA rep, and I wanted to just say that we've been really lucky with our land managers with TVA over the years. TVA is not always the easiest entity to work with, but we've been really lucky to be able to work with Clay and also Brian over there over the years. And so we're excited to continue to work with TVA up there at Lewiston. And so we'll be up there 9 to noon, sort of typical work days. REI is going to be providing lunch, and Jeremy will talk more about cold snacks. he's got us. So Lippman Brothers got us covered for, that'll be September 20th. It's not 24th. Aaron already corrected me. Oh, it's 24th. It's right on this paper. It's wrong on the email I sent. That's what it is. But the link in the email is correct. So I don't get it all wrong, just some of it. News. Casey Armstrong. Where's Casey Armstrong? Please come to the front of the event. My cord does not reach that far. This is part of your PT. Look at this. What? How many degrees today? 100. That's a good score.
That's a very good score. Okay, so I called Matthew this afternoon because I just basically feel desperate for votes. So I did a contest with a video with this guy, Kern, who's actually in Knoxville, and we did it on the Queen of Pisgah series. And
Yeah, do you know her?
Do you know who?
no, they haven't had it since Eleanor. Yeah, because basically the series doesn't really ever work out since COVID because of permits.
So Eleanor, have you ever won it?
I have,
Oh.
and this video will tell you all about it. And Eleanor is actually in it as well. It's a great video. We're going to give you the link, and I need you to vote every day for 40 days. I just need you all to put your email in every day for 40 days. Basically, too, if it makes it, I really want to win because I will get $5,000, and my deductible is $6,000, and I just met it. So that's a. I know it's cool to be a pro athlete, but they do not pay that well. So if you feel just like a little bit of kindness, vote for me every day for 40 days. And the video is really cool, and Curran is a great person here in Knoxville, and he did a great job. So, bye.
Awesome. Thank you. 40 days of voting. Simple ask. Easy to deliver. All right. We talked about trail work over at IC King. What I failed to do is thank not only Knox County for allowing us to do that work, but also thanking Warren Gooch for being out there as a volunteer so much during that project. He was working side by side with Val for about 2.5 weeks, getting some machine time on one of the AMBC's excavators. And so, that's a way that he's plugged into the trails here in Knoxville. And those opportunities are certainly available to every member. Best way to plug in is to send an email first to trails@AMBC Knox, which gets to Alex. And Alex will sort of put you in our roster of trail crew folks. And then if you've got an interest in any particular thing, make sure to put that in the email. Some folks really love to saw stuff. Some folks want to just clear invasives. Gooch wants to learn how to run an excavator. So we're helping him with that. And we're going to, he'll be hopefully over at Hasty in the next month or two to be doing some work on some of the trails over at Hasty. So think about that. And like I say, plug in at trails@ambcknox.org. You may have noticed at Big Fun Tuesday last week that there's a new bike maintenance stand at the quarry. And that is thanks to Kaylee Bostick. She had her, as a Girl Scout, she had her final project, and that was her project to install this bike maintenance stand. It's got a number of great tools on it. It's got a pump that is fairly secure to the ground. I think it may last longer than the last one. It is right beside the restrooms to the left. It is a fun yellow color. It's on a concrete pad. And like I say, it's got all the tools you need for current bikes. So thanks so much, Kaylee, for working on that. We've also had a couple other scout projects in the last couple months, including a number of inventories, which have been done for our bridge structures to sort of keep an up-to-date tally of how our bridges are doing, and cleaning of bridges and those sort of things. Last thing I want to mention before we wrap up and ask for any questions is that mid-September, we're going to be welcoming the crew from Dial Dirt back into town. And so they're the crew that worked at Baker Creek last year that essentially did the entire resurface of the main 3 downhill trails. So they're going to be back in town. They're going to be here almost until Fall Festival. So that gives you sort of the idea that for the next, mid-September on to November, expect some rolling closures at Baker Creek, but also expect incredible trail conditions post closures. So, it's one of our goals to keep Baker Creek in prime shape. And honestly, the gates that Dave added this year has helped out tremendously. Thanks so much, folks, for understanding that when the gates are closed, that we go do something else. We clean our closets or ride year on get down. I just got some looks. Oh yeah, sure. If anybody's a chamber member, Knoxville chamber member, talk to me. I've got a request for that. Other than that, I'm gonna check out the comments. Mary Beth has been very active in the comment stream, and it's just her online. Now there's a dozen people there. Anybody got anything else to add this month before we break up? Walker's got something. Come on.
I can.
The internet's got to hear you. He's got recycling. He's got.
So I had an idea for Fall Fest, and I talked to Matt about it. About doing a clunker classic.
Oh yeah.
So like a old school clunker classic, single speed coaster brake, full rigid, 26 South Loop for fun. So if anybody's interested in that, I need some help kind of planning it. I really want to do that. I think it'd be awesome and just wretchedly painful. So just come find me here and we can spit ideas and start planning if anybody wants to do it.
We're going to reserve some space on Sunday for the Clunker Classic. So there we go. By the way, if I haven't said it already, Fall Festival, you need to go ahead and take off the entire Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't plan anything that weekend. We're going to have movies Friday night, full festival schedule on Saturday, and the Clunker Classic is just one of the events that's happening on Sunday. You're not going to want to miss it. Anything else? What you got? What's going on down at V Hollow? All right, let's hear it.
So this is a bike-ish related topic, but in a few weeks, I'll be riding in the Pan Mass Challenge back in my hometown of Massachusetts. It is the single largest cancer research fundraiser in the country, and it is all powered and run by bikers. All 100% money goes into doctors' hands for cancer research. So I just wanted to make an announcement. If anybody wants to make a donation to the team that I'm riding for, it would be thoroughly appreciated. Find me after the meeting, and I'll gladly give anybody any information they need. The Bikers Dozen.
The Bikers Dozen.
Yes. So,
and we'll try to get a link to the team
awesome.
in the comments.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So awesome. Thanks so much. Anybody? Ryan's got something. It's coming right up. Just hopping on the mic.
Thank you.
Just real quick, if you know kids who are fast and go to Baker Creek all the time and ride their bikes and love to ride their bikes, we need more NICA racers. So send them our way. AYC, we want to get them signed up. We're actually kind of short on racers this year. So bring them. And there's a bunch. I've seen them. Middle school to high school. So 6th grade,
So once a night.
what's that? No, this is the NICA race series. So it's 5 weekends from now to December. Super fun. We have a great time, but it's like a traveling thing. Great time.
All right. Awesome. One last thing. I just saw Wes's glorious face over there. I just want to say that Wes started a new job today. I don't know why I'm mentioning it, because it's mountain bike related. And Knoxville's a mountain bike town. Wes is now working for the International Mountain Bike Association, which is our parent organization. So pretty cool. He's working for Trail Solutions. He'll be on the road quite a bit, but I did mention those November dates, and he will be home for those. He'll be spreading the good gospel of Knoxville all around the country, starting in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Awesome. So congrats on the new position. So very good. All right. With that, I'm looking at you, Tim. Tim says it's done. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening. Payday for pizza. Tip your bartender. Thanks so much for being open, and we'll see you next month.